my name is Marius Dan Georgescu. I am senior instructor in the Department of Geosciences at the University of Calgary. Well, I got a PhD in micropaleontology and stratigraphy from the University of Bucharest in 1994. Then I worked in the oil industry. I have 3 postdocs, a senior Fulbright postdoc in 1998-1999 at Rutgers, the State University of New Jersey, a NATO postdoc at the University of Milan in Italy, and a Smithsonian Institution fellowship at the National Museum of Natural History in Washington, D.C. I teach introductory courses such as Introduction to Geology, GLGY 209, or Rocks for Jocks. Then I teach GLGY 202, Applications of Geosciences, which has a part of geohazards. I became a professor, as a result of a fortunate situation. I didn't teach until I came to Canada, so I was a kind of industry guy in exploration, exploitation. But then when I immigrated, I got a sessional instructor position at the Memorial University of Newfoundland shortly after I arrived. And then there was the student evaluations, which completely changed my mind. So in that moment I understood that my vocation is in teaching. Dream job. Well, I love this one, and this is my dream, and I'm living this dream, truly. I don't have only one biggest academic accomplishment. For me, the biggest accomplishment is that in which you see a course running from the beginning to the end, and it ending up with very good results, and that is always the biggest academic accomplishment. So from my perspective, in my career, there is only a series of biggest academic accomplishments. Oh, not the very best, dedicated to the courses and disciplines I liked, because I wanted to follow, the courses of the Faculty of Geology, how it was there, with focus on paleontology. But in other courses, I was a total disaster. Barely passed the courses, but ultimately, I follow my vocation and my career pretty well. So something I don't like and students like. Okay, documenting term papers from the internet only. I don't like this. I prefer them in the library. I prefer them checking the library resources, not the not peer-reviewed websites, which are sometimes of very low quality. Sometimes they do it, I don't like it. Well, I'm sciencing all the time. If I tell you that since my graduation I read only 5 books of literature, would you believe me? This is the truth. So this is what I'm doing, all the time. I will rest when I'll be in pension. I have a huge library of books I bought. I will read them then. I'm a good husband. That's the only talent I have. Science and family. Ever done? Well, it's about science. It was a interpretation. Everybody wanted, and sure thing, a lot of people had the idea how to do it. But to do it was to renounce at a lot of the discoveries you've made before. Based on them, renounce at them, and then get to the next level. I've done it. Well, it wasn't easy, but I've done it. I don't get into details. It's too scientific. I'm not afraid. I don't have fears. I know, from my career that if there is an obstacle, truly one day I will pass over it. So there are no fears here. My love. I had one cat, passed away nearly 1.5 years ago, and now I have two, because this is what my wife wanted. The best movie the movie I consider the best is Mommy 2, The Mommy Returns. I watch it probably once every year. Okay, I'm not so sophisticated in this, but this is who I am. All of them. I like them. Doesn't matter. The cuisine is not important. I love them all because they are all good. First, my library. Second, the University of Calgary Library. And third, the library resources. I cannot live without them. Okay? Simply because I have to work all the time. I'm a workaholic. 5 hours per day. My wife is terrified. She doesn't understand how I do it, but she's terrified. But that's it. This is my biological clock, so to speak. To persist in their effort. Because, even if there are not the best results when you're taking the course or afterwards, even if the results are not those you expected or they expected, really you have to keep going. Simply keep going. Advice for students. Many students want to do research. What tips do you have for them? Follow your nose, quality and efficiency. Joke? No, they're all bad.